Yeah,
Even
but I guess it was just something for them to give Lost Guards a win. But I thought it was just interesting because I mean I know Javon Evans not going to the main roster. I mean they're not taking everybody, right?
I mean, are they? They are stripping NXT.
Goodness gracious, but nah, I doubt Javon Evans is going to the main roster right now. He definitely should not be going to the main roster right now. Jordan Gray should not be going to the main roster right now. Um,
Uh,
yeah, but yeah,
Off the back of a loss when you're not the champion.
yeah.
I've always questioned their call up system where the big person loses the belt and gets promoted. I can't think of any other profession where that applies, where you fumble the biggest opportunity or the biggest match, the biggest whatever the case might be in your profession, and you get a promotion. I do understand where you're supposed to give back to the whatever
Well,
territory quote unquote that you're working in.
what would you rather them do? Just give up the belt?
Nah, I mean I think they should probably have a send off angle. Like I said, I understand why it's done, but inherently it does look funny when you look at it through the lens of okay, this person just lost and they show up. Like the last time you saw them on NXT was them getting beat up and getting
Huh, interesting. But
pinned.
did you see any of this match though?
I did. One thing about Javon that really scares me for his career is he sells too well.
He
I think
does.
I've
He
talked
really
about this
does.
before. He
He
make
does.
it look like they be putting the belt to his ass, and I can just see them making him be the guy that puts other people over, and makes it look like a big deal. Like if Brock Lesnar was still very active on the roster, like outside of the lawsuit thing, if he was on there, I could easily see them doing some kind of a special because kind of like they did Beast in the East, where they had Brock Lesnar fight the New Day, or they had or Brock Lesnar fought Sheamus at one of these events too. But it's kind of like pretty much, or Finn Balor even at the Royal Rumble a few years ago. But it's a match where you know the person's not going to win, but it's pretty much just designed to get the other person over or allow them to have some sort of grand spectacle. And I could just see Brock Lesnar launching Javon Evans from ring post to ring post. That wouldn't even surprise me. And I can easily see them slotting him into that role on the main roster with the monster of the week. I don't know, have Bronson Reed do that, or Jacob Fatu or Braun Breaker or somebody. Like I don't want him to go down the same career trajectory as say a Dolph Ziggler. Kind of like the end of Dolph's tenure in WWE, they pretty much use him as what they're using the Miz for now, the litmus test. So that who your first program would first generally be, and then because he has a reputation of selling well, being a great worker, they'll pay you with him, see how that goes, then they'll make you do something else. But it was for quite some time, everybody their first feud was with Dolph Ziggler, and they didn't have any plans for him as an individual in terms of title aspirations or overarching storylines they were running with him. And so Javon Evans, he flies dangerously close to the sun when it comes to that, just because of his ability to sell. I can easily see Triple H in the back being like, "Oh yeah, he makes the other guy look like $1 million," which yeah, that's great. But let's not forget that he's good at other things too, and actually have plans for Javon, as opposed to him being a plot device for other people's development.
I understand that. I think yeah. If he's not already going to the main roster, I think he's safe in NXT for now. I think Sean will utilize him well because I think we both know that Sean kind of high on this kind of high on him. And one thing I want to ask too is, do you think he's too talented to be just reduced to that role? Like for them to just reduce him to that role? I know he's talented, but do you think they know like wait he's way too talented for him to just be like,
No,
you don't think? Oh, okay.
how many people have left the company? Like in general, how many people have left the company over years because of issues that they had? You can say it was the previous regime. You can say it was this variety, but just a recurring thing. WWE is a company. They're not going to get everything well. They're not going to know how to utilize every talent properly. We see now with Ricochet, for example, he's much more interesting, and I enjoy him more now than I did back when he was with WWE. So it just goes to show that different types of companies are better for certain wrestlers. I saw a post on Threads the other day asking if John Moxley had stayed in WWE, would he still have the same level of success, and would he be held in the same regard as either Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins? And to me, the answer is an unequivocal no. It's just not even a question. I don't think that he ever would be held in that regard because he wasn't a real WWE guy. This what he's currently doing, allowed to use some of the death matches. Be you critical of them or a fan, That's not his style in WWE. That wouldn't have flown over as well. They tried to do some kind of wacky stuff, and it didn't land too well. So I don't ever think that they really understood his character or how to adapt him to a WWE audience. And he's in an environment which he can thrive and play to his strengths. If you hate it or love it, he's much better suited for that. In WWE, I think he would have also always played second fiddle to Roman or Seth, and that's just they're just better WWE guys in terms of their compatibility. I could say Rollins is probably the only one of the three that I think would have flourished in either promotion.
Hmm. Okay.
But
Interesting.
to answer your question again, to loop all that, I say all that to say, certain wrestlers are better for certain environments, and other people have left the company because of how they were utilized and been utilized better elsewhere. And so
Hmm.
I don't think, I mean, they could see the value in Javon using properly, or they could mismanage him. And I'll leave that up to your
They
interpretation. What do you think would happen?
no, I understand what you're talking. It's definitely possible Javon Evans could get released, go to AEW, and then become even more successful. And then Triple H, oh, let's sign him back, and then they actually start to take him actually serious. But I
NXT
do,
champion on his first night.
yeah, exactly. Just
He just pinned over Femi.
like, God damn, bro. And now he all of a sudden successful. That's crazy. But yeah, it'll be disappointing if they really let that happen because I do think Javon Evans is extremely talented in the ring, and he should definitely be in the mid card title picture when he goes up to the main roster. But I mean, you know how Triple H is with the mid card title picture, so you know how serious he takes that. So unless he gets into a tag team in which him and the tag partner really clicks, and they become a successful tag team. But again, you know how Triple H is with the tag title picture. So
With
yeah.
Randy though, you remember how I pitched the
Oh
idea for
yeah,
Javon and
yeah.
Randy?
That would be good too. Yeah, that would be
I
good. But
I think Triple H would actually give a damn if it was Javon and Randy.
okay, yeah, make it happen, Triple H.